Hi everyone, it's Mike here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's time for the first new mission inspiration for 2025. So let me turn over to my overhead camera. I'll show you the prompts that we're going to be doing this year, and then I'll show you the art journal page that I'm going to create based on the prompts. So this is the prompt for January. So we've gone back to the ingredients and the kind of themes and stuff. So new beginnings. Your theme is fresh starts, resolutions, winter stillness, and white space. Your ideas are snowy landscapes, clean slates, goals, and self-reflection. And your ingredients, your random ingredients, have 5 random ingredients this year, are a dog, magazine typography, stitching and sewing, the colour blue, and triangles. So there we go. So that is the prompt for January 2025. So that's going to be an interesting one. So this is my 2025 mission inspiration art journal. If you are one of my angels, there is an angel exclusive video showing how I created this journal for the mission inspirations. I didn't go as far as putting all this stuff on. He's on there, but all this stuff I added later just as a little bit of extra decoration. So this is the one I'm going to be working in today. So this is the page that I'm going to be adding my page to, and to start off with I'm going to pull in a sheet of paper from one of my art paper pads. This is from the Page Breakers. So this is from Page Breakers volume 1, and I think this one is somewhere towards the front. That's the one. There you go, there it is. That's the page. So that's from volume 1, and I've just ripped it out, as you can see, because I've just not even been very careful about ripping it out. I'm going to work on this background as is. These Page Breakers are fantastic for just getting a quick and easy texture and some layering onto your backgrounds without too much effort. That's why they're called Page Breakers, because. So we've got just, actually let's do 7.5. Let me just take, actually let's just trim that down at that side there a little bit at 7.5. So that's going to give me a little bit of space all the way around the page, just to create a little bit of a white border. So let's just take that off there. Alright, so get rid of that. So that's going to sit in the middle of my page like so. And of course we've got the colour blue, so there's blues in the background, so that's great. We can do that. So let's grab some glue and get that stuck straight down. So the thing with these prompts, as with previous years, I've done word prompts, I've done lists of ingredients, I've done colour variations and colour choices. I'm not doing colours this year. I just thought it'd be interesting to do random ingredients but actually give you themes. But like I've said in previous years, you don't have to include every single one of the themes or the ingredients. These are there for you to just get inspiration and take inspiration from. They're not hard and fast. You're not going to be penalised if you don't. I think I'm going to want to put it, that way. I like it that way. Yeah, so don't feel, if you haven't got one of the ingredients, it's not something that you normally do, then don't sweat it. For this one of the ingredients is stitching and sewing. I currently don't have any thread because I ran out, and the only one I've got left is white, which is why my book is bound using white embroidery thread, because that's the only colour I've got left. So I'm not going to include the stitching and sewing this time. So I'm not going to do snowy landscapes. I'm not going to do any resolutions. I'm not going to do any winter stillness. There will be a little bit of white space, sort of. But I'm taking my inspiration mainly from the ingredients that are on that prompt. Okay, So that's my background done. So my next ingredient to include is going to be the dog. Ta-da! And it's also blue. So this is an image of a pottery or ceramic dog. We do have one of these downstairs. It's green. I'll put a photograph of ours on the shelf. They did also make them in blue. So this is from a company here in the UK called Silvac. They are very sought after these days, are these ceramics. We have bunnies made from this company, this pottery. Ian bought the green dog recently. Where did you get it from? Can you remember?
We got it from antiques place. Went to where I was on holiday with Helen.
Was it at
Gainsborough.
I want to say Hemlock, but that's not what it's called, is it?
Hemswell.
Hemslock's
a good one though.
Hemswell Antiques. Yeah, the Hemswell Antique Centre. Ian bought a green one while we were on holiday before Christmas, because his mum had one, didn't she?
She did.
And the one that you got was the green one. Like I said, I've shown a picture on the screen of the green one. So yeah, I just thought it'd be really, really nice. I love the way that the dog's looking over to the corner as well. So that's fantastic. I love that. So the next thing is, so we've got dog, we've got blue dog, we've got blue in the background. So magazine typography. So what I've done is I've raided my digital collage collection, and I've got some ransom note letters and numbers. So what I've done is I've printed some of those off. Some I've already cut out here on bits of card. And the reason I've already started cutting them out because, you know, watching paint dry, watching somebody cut stuff out. So I've already made a start on the letters. I already cut out the word happy and new. So just to show willing, if you like, and I realise I've left my scissors over on my desk. Could you just pass me the bean, please? Just the small ones.
Just the
small ones. They're lovely. Yeah. Thank you. My Fiskars ones. Are they Fiskars? No, the Westcott. Lovely little scissors, these. Yeah. So just to show how I've done it. So I've just printed them off. A little bit of space in between because they're ransom note letters. You really don't have to be too careful about how you're cutting them out because they're supposed to be irregular, jagged and uneven.
Threatening.
No, not really threatening. As you can tell, yes, Ian has joined me in the studio today. Let's say the studio's the back bedroom.
Sounds much grander if you say studio.
It does. It's like when I always said, but running over to the West Wing.
Well, you'll have to do that when we move because you won't hear any sound anywhere.
Well, that's it, because I'm going to be at the bottom of the garden in the new house. So yes, just a few weeks away now. With any luck, barring any bad luck.
No, let's go there.
No, let's not. So yeah, to say I'm not looking forward to the move is an understatement. Dreading it because, you know, it is one of those stressful things.
But we have a movers who will come to see us next week.
This is true. They're going to be doing, or hopefully they'll be doing, the complete pack and unpack service. So we realised, or found out the last time we moved into this house, that doing the complete pack and unpack service is so much worth it. It's worth paying that extra money for.
Yes, it is,
just for not having the hassle and the stress and all that kind of stuff. Obviously you pack your own personal stuff, you know, the stuff that you don't want people, strangers handling. You know, but we've all got stuff that we don't want strangers handling, regardless of who you are, whether it's your jewellery to money to whatever.
Family jewels.
With family jewels, exactly. And other personal items. So there we go. Right, let's grab some glue. So I've got a little bit of PVA in a little writer bottle here. Hopefully it's not blocked. See, that was wishful thinking, wasn't it? I usually unblock these things before I I don't think I've got a pin handy.
I should go and get you one.
I've put. Oh, so hang on. No, it's okay. It's coming out. It's coming out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Don't worry. Panic and dread. Panic and dread. Right. So a little bit of glue there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start gluing down the letters. So once I've got all of these pretty much, tell you what, let me just spend a few minutes or a minute or two just getting these in the order that I want them in. So that's that, like so. I'm just auditioning the pieces, I think it's called.
I think it is, yeah.
Yes. So I've tried to vary the colour, including blues. See, I don't think that's right. Why do I not think that's right? H-A-P-P-Y on the year. That's more like it. H-A-P-P and new. Yeah, I tried to kind of like vary the colour as for the letters as much as I can. That's more like it. That's more like it. Why are you sticking it? I should have used glue dots for this, I think. But hey ho, it's one of them things. So let me get these glued down. So what I'll do is I'll go on to fast forward, because this can't be very interesting for you to watch me sticking bits of paper down onto a background. I'm not using distress ink. I've decided not to use distress ink on this one, because what I can do afterwards is I can come back in with a Stabilo all pencil and add some shadow around everything. Right, so on with the music, on with the fast forward.
Shall I sing?
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay.
We've already had a severe weather warning today. And back in the room. Okie dokie. So that's a little bit of a overspill on the glue there. I'll just grab a wet wipe. It'll dry clear anyway, but you know, just take a little bit off. That should do it. Okay, so while that's just grabbing, look at one of the other ingredients that's there, which is triangles. So as luck would have it, I went and had a look in my washi tape, and I not only have some triangles, but they're also blue. Well, bluey, if you like. So I'm going to stick a little bit of washi tape just on the edge there. Actually, I think I'll just grab some more, because why not? Big tub of washi tape. See, there's a nice blue one there that's got little crosses on, so that'll do nicely as well. So it's just kind of keeping in that blue theme. We've got the triangles in there, the triangle motifs. I'm going to add some more triangle motifs in a second. But what else have we got? That's blue. Special event tickets. No, I don't think so. What else have we got? Airmail. That's blue. No. I'm sure I had one more. Yes, the stars. There we go. Look at that. Almost like a mini firework display. And this ties that kind of deep blue in with the doggy just there. So just create a little bit of a cluster there. And I'll do another small cluster up here. Just because. Let's have a few more of those triangles, I think. Not a big piece. And we'll keep them all going in the same way. Excellent. So that brings in the hello.
Hi.
Somebody blowing the horn outside. Noisy creatures. All right, so that's washi tape. All right, so what I think that's going to be it for most of the elements. I think we've got all that. So we're bringing in that kind of new year, the resolution thing, the fresh start. And let's have a look at, where's my stabilos? There they are. All right, so I've got a Stabilo oil pencil and a water brush. So what we can do is we can just start to add in a little bit of, maybe a bit of shading around here. And I can activate this with water in a little while. Let's just take some of that washi tape off there. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone over the doggy. That's better. That can come around there. Now, one of the things which I didn't mention about these, the page breakers, is that the paper stock is uncoated, which means you can write on it. It's not got a laminate on it. It's not got any kind of silk. What would you call it, Ian?
It's a bond.
There you go.
A bond.
It's a bond.
It's like very, very, very good quality photocopy paper.
Right.
Very thick.
Very
so it
thick.
has a very slight texture to it. But it's got no shine. It's not matte. It's just perfect.
So there you go. So there's the paper expert there. How many years in the business?
30 odd.
There you go.
Just a few.
One or two. And you can see how beautiful it is when the colour just kind of soaks into the paper to create that lovely kind of shadow. Look at that. So yeah, all the paper pads that we do are all on the
it's a litho offset paper.
If you know it, if that's important
especially
to you.
Especially if I just say it's like really nice thick photo.
Yeah, absolutely. Paper. So it's 170 GSM. That's £115. They are approximately 8x8. They are actually bigger. It says approximately 210 by 210. They're not. They're a bit bigger. They're about 213-ish, just
like
over.
12, something like that,
yeah, so they're oversized 8x8s. Like I said, and they're printed on that beautiful kind of uncoated cardstock. So all I'm doing now is just creating a little bit of shadow under all the letters, just because. While I was going through some of my boxes under my desk, because obviously people store things under desks because it's a handy place just to shove things out the way. I found a box and it had 6 pencil sharpeners in it.
Oh wow.
I don't know where they've come from. Well, actually, I do know where they've come from.
From the garage.
They've come from when you've bought protractors and the scientific sets with the compasses and that kind of thing. And rather than, because Ian buys them just for the tins, they come in like a really handy little aluminium tin. It's like a school maths set.
It's your geometry set.
Yeah, like a geometry set. And he buys them for the tins and then empties all the contents out just for the tin. But rather than throw all the contents away, I kind of squirrel them and hoard them, because pencil sharpeners and compasses and little rulers always come in handy. So yeah, I found 6 pencil sharpeners, and do you know what? I put them somewhere safe.
You can't find them.
And I don't know where they are now. So knowing me, I've already put them in another box somewhere else.
Somewhere safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very safe.
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've created that little bit of shade in. The more water you add, the lighter it'll get. So if you think it's too dark, just add a bit more water and it just blends away. It'll just disappear, and it'll get lighter as it dries anyway. There we go. Just creates that kind of little 3D effect, doesn't it? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I did say about not doing any stitching or sewing, but just thinking about it, we can always do some faux stitching and some faux sewing, can't we? So just going around the page, just to kind of create that little bit of extra detail, bit of extra texture. We can do some faux stitching. So this may take a minute or two, so I will speed through it. Alright, so there's a little bit of faux stitching. So not content with that, I think I'm going to add a few more triangles into it. I've got my Grungy Bits stencil, and there's some little triangle shapes in there as well. I'm hoping you can see that. Is that dark enough? Yeah, I'm sure you can see that. And I think I'm going to just add a little bit of white gesso, if I can find some. Hoping that's white. Yay! And a little foam, because I don't think I've got any sponge. I think I need to replenish some sponges.
We've ordered some.
We have, but they haven't arrived yet. Some more of these domes for me, and the flat ones for Ian, because Ian likes the flat ones for his paint, whereas I like the domed ones for stenciling. I've also bought some long thin stick foam ones, packs of 3 I think they are, so to see whether or not I can get some results for stenciling with those. Who knows? So all I'm going to do is just go around and just add some little triangle bits just over here. Just do a few, and then Let's just do a couple. Maybe just down here. They will be fairly subtle down here because it's light enough as it is. There we go. Maybe just a few more up here then. Just extend that a little bit. Maybe just extend this one. So we did there, didn't we? Maybe just do another little one down there. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. All right, so quick clean up there, straight into the bin, and I think that's everything for January. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, instead of sticking it onto the back of the page there, I'm going to stick it to the page here so that it's going to be facing. If I do that, that will allow me an extra page in the journal, so that when we get to October, I might be able to have space for 2 art journal pages, because sometimes in October I like to do spooky. So I'm just going to see if I can get this white acrylic paint marker just to work. I haven't used it for a while, so it might be... Yeah, that looks a bit watery. Let me see if I can grab my Posca pen just for that final touch. That's it. And all I'm going to do is just put a couple of little catch points just in the doggy's eyes. There we go. So that's it for January's Mission Inspiration Art Journal page based on those prompts. I hope you've enjoyed watching me ramble while I've been creating, or listening to me ramble rather than watching me ramble. Listening to me ramble while I've been creating. If you've enjoyed watching me do the challenge, why not have a go yourself? On the screen there is the URL for our Facebook group, but you will find that there's a clickable link. What do we call them? You've forgotten, haven't you?
Yes.
It's a clink.
Clickable link, clink, yeah.
A clickable link under the video if you want to join us in our monthly Mission Inspiration Art Challenges this year. So like I said, that's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.